All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a little late on the draw, but before we begin this, let me make one thing perfectly clear. Um, this channel has gone through a lot in the last 2 years. I've had lots of faithful followers, and I've had a bunch of new followers. Today we're reacting to Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun, Your America. Um, Obviously, I've heard this song, but I wanted to give my opinion on it because I agree with a lot of it, but I will point out as we go where I don't. I also want to say that even though this is a mental health and recovery channel, and I do try to stay away from politics, I want to clear the air that in the past, some of my videos have been done um, when I wasn't in the best frame of mind. So I want you guys to understand as you go back and watch some of my older videos that a lot of growth has occurred in the last 3 months. I still have a long way to go, but I'm much better now than I was then. So without any further delay, let's go.
They're screaming that they hate America and we're the reason. If you don't feel safe, then stop defunding the policemen. You calling us extremists cause our words have hurt your feelings. And we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. Y'all been filling up our classrooms with drag queens for kids. We think it's not appropriate, you tell us that it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not...
Okay, I don't want to get into the actual debate that he's talking about, but I will say this. A parent has the right to determine the classroom setting that their child is put in or not put in. I've seen arguments where the teachers are getting upset because their parents don't want them in their class. And what I need to point out is that it is the parent's absolute right to do that, to determine, hey, I don't want my child in this classroom for any reason. It doesn't have to be specifically what he mentioned, but I heard somebody mention earlier that, actually Ben Shapiro, I think, maybe. Yeah, Ben Shapiro was talking about the, like if you're, let's say you're an atheist, right? But you walk into a classroom and the teacher's wearing a nun habit and a big old cross. Okay? That's not your religion. You don't support that religion, and you don't want your child being taught by someone of that religion. That's your right to say, hey, this is my child and my child's future, and I don't agree that this is the correct way they should be educated. We've gotten a lot of backlash in the last couple years that teachers know best. And honestly, as a parent, I will say that if my kids were still in school, that I would not be happy.
Republican, but keep it 100, they making sense. The most destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I think Black Lives Matter, they think white lives matter less. And LGBTQ turned into WTF. Dear Democrats, I don't have nothing against the liberal, but the people representing you are communists and criminals. They've been starting World War III, we shipping missiles still. They don't want America great, they want it miserable.
Okay, when I know a lot of the LGBTQ plus community that I see in the comments, that I see feeling unrepresented or underrepresented when people make comments like this. There are those on Instagram right now of that same community who feel disgraced by their own community for some of the actions that have occurred. And so my own opinion of it, I'm not going to get into, I'm not going to debate. I will say that there is a segment of the LGBTQ community who feels that what they are doing is completely appropriate, and there is a segment of the LGBT community who feels that they are being misrepresented. So it's the conservative and liberal divide, or just those for and those against those actions within that community. And so as we get further into the song, and one thing I really love about the messages that Tom conveys is looking at it from both sides. Um, but we are entitled to an opinion. It's not something that we should worry about getting canceled for any time that we mention our opinion, because even if our opinion is different from someone else's, that doesn't make it wrong. That opens a conversation for debate.
You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. I'm hearing words I never heard in life. Kids go to school to learn, never make it back home, they get murdered like. Who's concerned? Not the left or the right. Hope you ready for the fight. Coming to your front door tonight. The former president got arrested. The current one lost, but I guess he got elected. Kids get molested. Pedophiles all get protected. And you can kill a baby anytime if you pregnant. People so weak, feel free to take a knee. And you can't even speak, God forbid you disagree. I don't even know what virtual signaling means. Young men used to fight wars, now they make memes.
Okay, so hot button topic, where I agree with 99% of what Adam says, and I understand the debate around the pregnancy issue that he mentioned. That is one area where I understand both sides. I don't believe that it should be an arbitrary choice. I believe that if it's for emergency purposes or the result of a negative occurrence, you can read between on that one. I think that there should be certain situations where it's allowed, but I also believe that it's not anyone but that person's choice at the end of the day. I definitely don't believe the government should have any say in it whatsoever. I'm trying to find an accurate way to say it within the guidelines, but suffice it to say, there are reasons that I personally feel are appropriate. I understand most of the reasons that people throw out there. I also know that it is utilized as a form of birth control. But at the end of the day, it's not my choice to make any more than it's anyone else's choice to make for someone else. The choices we make in life are the choices that we have to live with. Again, we may not agree with someone's choice, but we have no right to tell someone else what choices they can or cannot make.
Divide us up, I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Got a gun in my hand for when shit hits the fan. And how the woman of the year is a man, I'm pretty sure I never really understand. You can try to burn down.
Okay, so I know I just paused and went on a rant, but really quick. I've been saying for years on this channel and otherwise that the 99% are separated, divided, and put into boxes specifically so that the 1% feel safe in their ivory towers and not threatened that we are going to come together and take over. The more hate and discontent can be bred in the media, in the news, and through the government, the less likely that we are to come together. In addition, I agree with some of the news that I've been hearing about how it's funny how men are taking over women's roles, sports, stuff like that, but there aren't any women that are seeking men's roles as men. My personal theory, and that's all it is a theory, but we are, as a nation, removing terms regarding women. It's no longer breastfeeding, it's chest feeding. It feels like a sterilization of the country to reduce population. And that's scary. It's really scary. It's just a theory, just a feeling. I have no concrete evidence. It's alleged. If there's any legal ramifications, it's alleged. Don't come for me. But just keep an open mind, folks. There's a lot going on behind the scenes that we may not be aware of, and so it's getting scary. It's been scary.
Down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. You told us we're the ones to blame. You're the ones who riot till the city's up in flames. You told us we've been spreading lies, but you believe the truth is on the news every night. You told us we gotta stop the fighting, but you're the ones who keep the country angry and divided. You told us we're crazier than you, but all of our conspiracy theories are coming true. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it.
I really like the chorus. You can hear Adam, you can hear Tom, but you can also hear Nova. She is the higher range of the chorus. There's a 3-part harmony going on that's really, really pretty. This is a lot slower and more passionate, where American Flags was kind of that hype song. This is that really introspective, self-reflective track, and I'm digging the different ends of the spectrum on this.
But it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America.
All right, guys, that was Your America, Tom MacDonald, Adam Calhoun. Um, like, share, subscribe to him. I would always love to have you. Just know, regardless, that I love you. You're not alone. I care.